Hola, feliz viernes. Well, as you know, I was recently in Costa Rica for the last couple of weeks, and I just got back and I was looking for an image to capture our topic for today. I just could not let this oso perezoso pass me by. Oso perezoso, lazy bear, otherwise known as a sloth. So, hoy nuestro tema es adverbios para describir dónde, cómo y con qué frecuencia. Earlier this week, I was on our Mastering Medical Spanish live practice session, and one of our students said, gosh, I just really need some help sorting out all the ayi, aki, ai, aka, what is all that stuff? And I said, oh my gosh, that's a great topic. I can't remember exactly what the form of speech it is. I need to look it up, but I don't have anything going on for Video Viernes this week, so thank you for the request. I'm going to do it. So anyway, hoy estamos hablando adverbios. We're talking about adverbs today for our Video Viernes lesson, and adverbs to describe where, how, and how often we do certain things. So you might be asking, Rory, what is an adverb? ¿Qué es un adverbio? Well, let's back up. Adjetivos modifican sustantivos. So adjectives describe nouns. So they modify nouns, right? Well, un adverbio modifica un verbio. So an adverb modifies a verb. And adverbios, therefore, describen things like how you do that verb, where you do that verb, and how often you do that verb. Let's take a look at unos ejemplos de the where use, and take a look at some adverbios de lugar. And this gets right to the question I got earlier this week on our live practice session call. So we've got aquí and acá, which both mean here, like right here in this in this area. Aquí, right here. Ahí and ahí mean there. Okay, so not here, but there. And so ahí, two common ways of spelling it. They basically sound the same, but they mean there. And then we've got another further away there, which is allá, which is way over there, allá. Okay? Adentro, inside. Afuera, outside. Cerca, close. Lejos, far. Adelante, in front. And atrás, behind. Okay, so let's take a look at some ejemplos here. Now, if you put a day on some of these, then they become more like prepositions, and you say what they're in front of or what they're behind, etc. But for now, we're just going to connect them to a verb. So here we go. Aquí están los resultados. Here are the results. Aquí están los resultados. Favor de esperar allí. Please wait there en la sala de espera. Please wait there in the waiting room. El bus pasa cerca. So the bus passes by close. La parada no queda lejos de aquí. The stop, or the bus stop, no queda lejos. It's not far from here. Okay? All right, so those are adverbios de lugar. And no, this is not an exhaustive list, but they're pretty good ones, and I think you could find yourself using them. Adverbios de frecuencia, again, not an exhaustive list, but frecuencia, we've got siempre, always, nunca or jamás, never, a menudo, often, a veces, sometimes, mucho, a lot, poco, little. Now, we can also use mucho and poco as quantitative adjectives, right? So, like mucho dinero and poco dinero. So those, it's the same word, but they're functioning more as adjectives. But now we're talking about adverbs. So comer mucho, to eat a lot, ¿verdad? Okay. Con frecuencia, or frecuentemente, frequently. Apenas, hardly, or just barely. Diariamente, daily. De vez en cuando, from time to time. All right. Me duele la cabeza a menudo. Casi diariamente. Me duele la cabeza a menudo. My head hurts often. Casi diariamente. Almost daily. Yo hago ejercicio muy poco. I do exercise little, or I do very little exercise. Es importante siempre comer verduras y de vez en cuando comer dulces. It's important to always eat greens, vegetables, and from time to time eat sweets. Okay? So we see how we're not describing nouns here. We're describing verbs. So siempre, it's not always vegetables, it's always eat. So we're describing the verbo. Y de vez en cuando eat dulces. Okay? Adverbios de manera. So this is how you would describe how you're doing something, the manner in which you're doing something. So así, like this. This actually is probably your new favorite word, because as you think about going through physical exam things and you don't quite remember how to do that or how to say that specific motion, or you don't know the word for that particular movement you want your patient to do, well, you just model it and you say así or así, whatever it might be. Así, así. You get the idea. You don't have to have words when you have así. You can just model it and say, do it like this, así. Okay, rápido, quickly. Despacio, slowly. Fácilmente, easy. Difícilmente, difícilmente, with difficulty. Bien. Mal, badly. Muy, very. Normalmente, normally. Cuidadosamente, carefully. Silenciosamente, quietly. All right. Levante los brazos así, por favor. Okay, or los hombros. Levante los hombros así. If you didn't know how to say shrug in Spanish, levante los hombros así, por favor. Turns out the verb is encoger, to shrug your shoulders. Encoja los hombros así. Yeah? All right. No se preocupe. No se preocupe, lo hacemos rápido y normalmente no duele. Don't worry, we do it quickly and normally it doesn't hurt. Okay? So here, rápido is describing how we do it, and normalmente is describing that it doesn't usually hurt. Después de la cirugía, es importante caminar cuidadosamente, or con cuidado is another way to say cuidadosamente. So después de la cirugía, after surgery, es importante caminar carefully. It's important to walk carefully. Okay, bien. So adverbios, describing verbos. Let's practicar un poquito. See how you do here. El fluido, or desecho, discharge, the fluid or discharge, huele, we want to say it smells bad. Huele, what do you think? Mal. Put me on pause if you need more time to think through and review your vocab. La mamá amamanta al bebé often. So we want to say, we're saying mom breastfeeds baby often. Amamantar is your verb to breastfeed, okay? So often, a menudo. Vamos a moverle, we're going to move you over there a radiografía. We're going to move you over there to radiografía. Vamos a moverle allí. Could be ahí with an H, yeah? A radiografía. Always tiene que terminar todos los antibióticos. Essentially, you always have to finish all of your antibiotics. Siempre tiene que terminar todos los antibióticos. Las enfermeras no trabajan muy quietly en la noche. Have you ever tried to sleep in a hospital? No es fácil. Okay. Los pacientes frequently se despiertan. Okay. So, las enfermeras no trabajan quietly, silenciosamente. Los pacientes frequently se despiertan. Frecuentemente se despiertan. Okay. Well, yo siempre pienso en inmersión, o yo frecuentemente pienso en inmersión. ¿Y usted? If you do, I would love the opportunity and frankly the honor of working with you on an immersion program either in Ecuador or Costa Rica. So think about it. We've got lots of information online. I'd be glad to send you more information about inmersión for CME credits. But until then, gracias por aprender español conmigo. Juntos realmente mejoramos comunidades. Para más español, head over to the website commongroundinternational.com. Hasta luego.